Welcome to a brand new episode of Girl, Geek, and the Gay, the show that hears UFOs, but only when there's airplanes above us.
Jose, there were no airplanes above us.
Sure.
You weren't even there. You should go walking with us, but we know you won't do that. So
No, don't be ridiculous.
Cal State Long Beach is actually a really nice campus to walk at. There's been a lot of people there lately too, so the UFOs aren't really showing up as much.
Oh yeah, that's how that works. They scared off the UFOs. It's like fishing.
Yes, exactly. If there's too many people around, they don't want to show up.
Ah.
That's why they go to New Mexico all the time. Who the fuck lives there?
I have been wondering about that. Like, why do they go to New Mexico? I don't go to I don't even like I've driven through New Mexico. You know why I stop at New Mexico? If I have to pee.
My point exactly. They go where there's less people.
Good to know.
Yes.
I'm Jose.
Hola.
And here, I was going to say to my left, directly in front of me is the
right
beautiful
here.
Jaime.
Oh, thank you. You look beautiful today, too.
Thank you.
Well, you always look beautiful. Just so you know.
Good save.
No. You know you do. You know you're a handsome fellow, okay?
Oh,
if you don't know that, you're bullshit. I know you know that because you're conceited as fuck. But it's okay. I understand.
Never. So humble.
Oh, yeah, totally.
I'm the most humble person I know.
Yeah, absolutely. You
Everybody knows that.
Yeah, totally.
I remind everybody.
Yeah, constantly, yes.
Yeah, exactly. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I've had a good morning, good afternoon.
And good night.
And not yet. Good night. Yeah, it's a few more hours till that time. So, but yeah, everything's been chill. How are you?
Not bad. I didn't work yesterday, so that was good.
Okay.
And then you'd think that I would have slept.
Yeah.
I didn't. I just failed miserably
Sleep
at that.
is not a thing you do
I
at
mean,
an appropriate time.
Look, sleep happens when it happens, okay?
For you.
Sometimes
yes.
I'm not even in charge of it.
Yeah. I do have to agree with that. I've napped like 3 times today. Well, no,
Oh,
I
now
slept.
you're just bragging.
I slept. I got up. We went for a walk today and napped. Went to go have lunch, napped. It's been a good day. I'm off of work. So anyway, yeah.
Oh, must be nice.
Yes.
I have been. Okay, so this week I was excited, right? Because throughout the week, all right, so normally when I put the show together,
Okay.
I have to sit down on a Saturday
Okay.
before I go to sleep for work
Okay.
and put it all together, right?
Okay.
As the week goes, I do notate like which stories I'm going to go through and everything. Just on Saturdays, I will sit down and collate everything and be ready to go.
Okay.
This time, as the week went by, I dedicated maybe 20, 30 minutes a day to doing it as the week went by, right?
Cool, yeah.
So when I was off last night, I was like, oh, I still have time to add more stuff because I have stuff already saved for next week.
Yeah.
That didn't get done.
But you had this show done.
Oh, yeah, this show was done, right? But I was like, I still have time to add more stuff.
Yeah.
Just be a little more current.
It's because we're procrastinators.
I am an expert at that.
Yeah, and I can relate to that because I did everything today. It's just, it is what it is.
I'm trying to work on it.
Yeah.
It's not going well. It's not going terrible.
Yeah.
I did better this time than I do most weeks.
Yeah.
But I mean, just TV. Come on.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I understand that you watch TV because, like, for me, it's video games.
I do that too.
I don't know how you have that much time to watch TV. You got 2 TVs going at the same time.
I mean, and my phone.
Your phone and the and the video games. Got it.
I actually do that when I play FIFA.
Yeah.
Because it's not a game I have to really listen to.
Yeah.
So I will put on either a podcast or a YouTube video on my phone.
Got it.
And listen to that while I play the game.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking along the lines of Dead by Daylight for me. Like while you're waiting for the queue, like you have to. Like I'm just sitting there watching the killer or the survivor, do nothing. So I just started playing with that's what I thought you meant. With my phone.
No.
With my phone.
You trailed off.
Yeah, you're right. I did trail off because I was just thinking I was playing with my phone that I'm not holding. But anyway, no. So that's what I thought you meant. I thought because do you play FIFA online or is it just? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I think I mentioned the last time talking about the Ultimate Team and how you get to build your own team and like work on their chemistry and which players play well with other players.
Do they make out with each other?
All that kind of stuff.
So like,
I mean, maybe.
Game chemistry.
I mean, the way that game just glitches out sometimes, I don't know what the players are doing.
It sounded like a sim, like a sim thing, you know, like where you just, you know, get them to be in relationships with each other, and maybe it's just my gay fantasy. But
I mean, whatever does it for you, man. Yeah. I did watch the Mike Tyson TV show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, it's like
it's a sitcom.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like in the range, like what's the word? It's kind of the same as Young Rock, like that kind of TV show.
Oh,
where
there was a Young Rock show.
Yes, and it's like loosely based on their lives.
Okay.
So the Young Rock show is actually very funny.
Okay.
And it's The Rock is running for president in like 2030 or something.
Okay. Sounds realistic.
2032 or something like that.
Yeah.
Right. So The Rock is running for president, and he is being interviewed by Randall Park, who plays Randall Park.
Okay.
You know who Randall Park is,
I do
right?
not know.
Jimmy Woo in
okay.
the MCU?
Yes.
Yeah. So he is interviewing The Rock, and The Rock is just telling him stories about his childhood.
Yeah.
And we have 3 different actors playing younger Rock.
Oh.
We have like a child Rock and a teenager, and then already his college years.
Yeah.
Very funny show, and the kids everybody that plays them are great. And the guy that plays his dad, which is Rocky Johnson, great actor. Okay. Like, it is a funny show. Mike Tyson is like that.
Okay.
And the guy that plays Mike Tyson is just so good.
Oh my God.
Like, he is fantastic as Mike Tyson. He has the mannerisms, the lisp.
Oh my God.
the just the hand movements.
Yeah.
The way Mike does it, and the laugh. Like when he laughs, it's great. But it's Mike Tyson on stage, right? And it looks like it's a. Didn't you silence that?
Yeah, it was an alarm. I don't know why an alarm is going off right now either.
Well, he's on stage, and it's like he's talking to college kids. It looks like, and he's just telling stories about his childhood and how he grew up and all that. And it is a lot more entertaining than I thought it was. I think there's only like 2-3 episodes out right now. Highly enjoyed it though.
I don't see Jimmy Woo as part of this cast. There's
Randall Park.
I don't see Randall Park as part of the cast.
On Young Rock?
Yeah, Young Rock, Randall Park.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. No.
I mean, I've seen the show.
It sounds like you're racist.
No, it's Randall Park. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Now I'm like,
I'm gonna believe you because I mean, I looked it up, but oh yeah, it is him. You're right. Wait, Young Rock. It's weird because on the Google like cast thing, it doesn't show him at all. Maybe because is he gone by season 3?
It shows
like
Ronnie
that?
Yang.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, Ronnie Chang.
That's what I was thinking. I was like,
no,
oh my
Ronnie
God.
Chang plays another character. Okay. But no, he's in all the episodes.
But you notice how he's not there though.
You're right.
Right?
He's not.
That's so weird. That's a Google issue then, not a Jose issue, thankfully.
See, I know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
I also watched Stranger Things.
All of it?
The new season.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm 4 episodes in.
Okay.
Don't need it. Don't need it. This is honestly.
Yeah.
I don't get what everybody's saying is so great. This is This is like bootleg Stephen King.
Oh, okay.
Complete with the over-the-top bullies. The first 4 episodes, Elle has just been getting bullied in California. Because they moved to California, it looks like.
Yeah.
I think. So she's just getting bullied, right?
Yeah.
She has no powers, which I completely forgot about.
Yeah.
And
that she had no powers?
Yeah, that they took...
In season 3?
Season 3 she lose. I don't remember.
I thought she lost him in season 1 as well.
I don't know, man. No, because she still had him in season 2 and 3.
Oh, okay.
Because she was like Superman, basically. She would show up and just save everything, and nothing bad ever happened to her.
Got it.
This is why I lost interest in it to begin with, right? And now in season 4, she's getting bullied in the first 4 episodes while the other kids are dealing with the supernatural stuff.
Yeah.
The villain is Pennywise.
Okay.
Like that's it. It's Pennywise.
Okay.
He comes every 30 years to no fuck you. All right. Pennywise is every 27 years. So it's just an odd number.
Yeah.
Like you guys just round it up.
Yeah.
Again, I'm 4 episodes in. I don't care. I really don't.
Okay.
Now Elle is gonna get her powers back because she doesn't feel special and her boyfriend, fucking Finn Wolfhard, he's such an obnoxious little shit in this.
Who? Whose boyfriend?
Finn Wolfhard.
I know,
Elle's boyfriend.
Oh, so Elle is the 11.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, Finn is the one of the younger kids.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah, and
I don't know the character's names that well, unfortunately.
Well, his real name, I don't remember his. I think his name's Mike.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember. But I don't get it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't.
I saw the first episode of Sandman, the entire first episode of Sandman. Let me tell you, Jose.
Okay.
This episode took place across 100 years, and it felt like 100 fucking years. I'm sorry. It was interesting. There were some interesting parts of it, but it felt long. Like,
I get it.
Really fucking long. And at a certain point, I'm like, do we still have to be doing this? Like they went through like generations with like, and again, this is just the first fucking episode of the show, right? They went through the guy who actually spoilers ahead, who actually kidnapped the Sandman, right? Or summoned him and held him in a glass cage, right? They went through his life. Then they went through, his son was around. Then they went through his son's life, right? And it just felt long. That so long that I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch the next episode someday. I don't mean to. I'm interested, but I've also seen kind of like clips where it looks like there's gonna be like a lot of time traveling, like a lot of time jumping. Yeah. There you go. It's just, so I don't know how I feel about that because it's like damn.
It's not that much.
Oh, okay, it's
like,
not that
honestly,
much. Okay,
no.
because that was 100 years, bro.
Yeah,
in the first episode,
there's one episode where he meets a man who's just like, I've decided I'm not gonna die, and so he's having a conversation with Death, right?
Yeah,
and he tells Death like, I don't see why they're so afraid of you. And she's just like, they don't see that what I'm doing is giving them a gift, right? Mm-hmm. And they're at a bar and they hear a man kind of being boisterous, and he's just like, you know what? I've decided I'm not gonna die. Mm-hmm. And he's like, oh, after 100 years, like he'll be begging to die.
To die, yeah.
And so he makes this deal with him. He's
so
like,
there's another 100 years. You're telling me?
Yes.
Oh my god.
So, and honestly, it was one of my favorite stories in the this one it's split. It's added into the episode.
Yeah.
So it has my favorite story and this one. So like two of my favorite stories are added into one episode. But he talks to him and he's just like, all right, in 100 years I will meet you here. And he keeps meeting them there every 100 years, and every 100 years the guy's just like, no, I'm still doing this life thing.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting to hear his perspectives and to see how he goes from occupation and how he lives a certain life and then changes it to another one. It's really interesting.
Yeah. That sounds interesting. No, I might watch the next episode. You know, I did though. I tried and I saw that first. And again, it was interesting. There were some interesting aspects of it. I liked the idea of what they split up. Right? They said dreams, demise, death, despair. Right? Like they brought up all those names. Cool, exciting, interesting. It took 100 years to get there in that first episode. Also, I don't know if I'm a fan of that actor. I don't really know, how does he look like compared to the comic book, according to like you.
It's not what I imagine.
Oh, okay.
He's really good. Don't get me wrong.
Oh,
and
okay.
but I still don't know how I feel about his aesthetic. I think I've mentioned that.
Yeah.
Like I don't like, the way he looks is kind of weird, but he's actually really good.
It's very Edward Cullen-y, you know,
Yeah.
like it's just the vibe that I get, and I don't know if I like it.
I agree.
You know? Yeah.
I totally agree with you there, but
Just a thought.
he grew on me.
Cool. Wow.
No, he does. He
Okay.
does a really good job.
That's cool.
I feel like his voice really carries.
Yeah.
when
He
speaks.
also reminds me of Bill Compton
I
from
don't
True
know
Blood.
who that is.
From True Blood, Bill, the main
doesn't
vampire.
help.
Have
I've
you ever
never
seen
seen True Blood.
Okay, then don't just say that. Anyway, there's Bill Compton is the main vampire. Well, not one of the main vampires. He's the one that the main character like falls in love with and stuff like that. I can look him up. I don't know his real life name, so I'm gonna just type in Bill Compton. He looks just like him. I guess you could have Googled it yourself.
Yeah.
It looks like him, except maybe older. You know, this is after the.
I feel like that looks more like Thomas Jane than anything.
Who?
The guy that played the Punisher.
Oh, You think so?
in one of the other movies.
Oh my god, that's
Yeah, like, that looks like
book
Thomas
up-
Jane.
Thomas Jane? Oh, I can see who you're talking about. Well, he kind of looks like this guy too. Maybe they're just all pale, guys.
Very pale people.
Yes, very pale people. So yeah, I saw the first episode. I'll see if I catch up on the rest. For real, I mean, interesting. It's interesting. It's interesting. But also then that gets me thinking. So are they gonna travel? Like, so you're saying that he keeps returning back to that guy, right? Mm-hmm. So is this like different part? Okay, like they focus on that guy throughout.
No,
the
you don't. You
episode.
actually don't see him, like his life. Like you just talk to him like that. It's always a conversation with him.
With who?
With the guy.
With the guy, the 100-year guy,
mm-hmm.
or every 100-year guy. Okay, but then because he essentially moves through time, right? Mm-hmm. Like he goes forward in time. So how do they? Like, do they
watch
just
the episode?
I know. Okay, I guess I will. I'll see.
I also saw the premiere of House of Dragon.
Okay.
I liked it more than I thought I would.
Okay, I heard a lot of good things.
I was not expecting to like it.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted them more to do the other show that they planned on doing, which was like one based on the Age of Heroes, which I thought sounded so much cooler.
Yeah, it sounds interesting.
Yeah, but that's the one that got scrapped, and we just got stuck with House of Dragon, which to me was not the interesting one because I didn't care about the Targaryens in Game of Thrones because just Daenerys just annoyed me beyond belief.
I understand.
I could not stand her. Like, oh my God, I hated her. Yeah. And Emilia Clarke is beautiful, which tells you that, like, I had to really have hated her.
Why didn't you like the character?
I don't know.
Oh.
Okay. One, Emilia Clarke is not a good actress.
She's beautiful, but she's not a great actress.
But she is not good.
Okay.
I feel like the only times that she ever gave a semblance of being good was when she was speaking a made-up language.
Okay. Because you couldn't tell.
Yeah. I didn't find her good. I didn't find her character entertaining.
Yeah.
Like that whole I don't know how to explain it. I feel like every character is complex in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And her character just seems so bland. And just this whole I'm gonna save everybody with that quote unquote semblance of darkness, because you could always tell that turn was coming. So everybody that's just like, oh, she turned like on a dime and all of a sudden she's evil. It's like, no, it was been there throughout the whole time.
In her family lineage, like the Mad King, was her dad. He was crazy.
But you always see semblance of that evil, I guess, or the
undertone of evil.
Yeah, because like what she does to her brother, and then like how she ends up falling in love with Drogo. Like I found that so stupid.
Okay. That was only part of the season though. But then did she ever say that she fell in love with him?
Yes. Like she's crying, "You are my moon and stars." Like fuck you. Like fucking worst case of Stockholm syndrome.
Oh my God. I personally thought the buildup of the army was interesting, like compared to there was a reasoning behind it, like everywhere she went, right? Like she got don't remember what they're called, but what's his name? Drogon? What did you say? His name?
The Dothraki.
Dothraki, exactly. The way that they joined her was because of him, and then she went to another one and freed a bunch of people. And so I like that idea, especially when I think about like it could be compared to like Obi-Wan in my head, right? Because there was not Obi-Wan. Was it Obi-Wan? Yeah. No, not Obi-Wan. The other one. Boba Fett, right? Where he was trying to build an army and he got the Power Ranger. and then like the 10 people from Freedom Land or whatever. Like it was like at least there was an army behind her. I love the show personally. I love Game of Thrones. I did think, of course, like a lot of people think that the ending was like,
And I love Jon Snow. He should have stayed dead. I feel like every time you bring a character back to life, you undermine everything they've done.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
And although it did give us the Battle of the Bastards, which was one of the best episodes.
Yeah.
But
it was a good show.
I do feel like once you bring back and we're getting the Jon Snow show too.
Yeah.
Which I'm just like.
Well, so what did you think about this episode though?
Matt Smith is amazing.
Oh, okay.
Like, and he plays a villain too.
Yeah.
And he's really good.
Oh, cool.
The show overall.
Matt Smith is really good at everything he does apparently.
Very much so.
Yeah.
and he definitely elevates this show.
Yeah.
Overall, it's Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
It really is. It feels like it. It's the story was entertaining. I was into it, and I'm gonna watch the next one when I get home tonight.
That's cool.
See how I feel.
Well, I haven't been watching much TV. Should we take a break?
You got 5 minutes.
Okay. I haven't been watching much TV, but I've been playing a lot of a game that I told you I was gonna play instead of the ones that you've been recommending. It's called Cult of the Lamb, and I'm absolutely fucking obsessed with this game. Ask him. I've been playing a lot. I probably have like a good 40 hours on it already.
Oh, tell me more.
I'll tell you everything about it actually.
Please do.
So you start off as a little sacrificial lamb. You're being sacrificed to some lord. I don't know.
Is that what happens with sacrificial lambs?
Yes. Anyway, they succeed. They sacrifice you. And
that's a short game.
The end. No, so there's like these 4 bishops, and then you can sacrifice. But then I can't remember what the monster that saves you is called. But the one that whispers, or is it the one that is quiet? I don't know, some shit
ASMR.
like that. Anyway, they save you, and you come back to life. But the way that you're gonna repay them is by creating a cult to worship you as the lamb, but obviously the overlord, the evil overlord, whatever his name is. It's really interesting. It's definitely a cross between a game called Animal Crossing, which is really funny. I can see how people can relate it to Animal Crossing. There's not so much home building in it. Like, you don't go into your villagers' houses, but you create like a little sim community with all these little cult
compound.
Yeah, your little cult following, right? And
a
compound, yeah. And you're and you make them food, you create new buildings for them, you create a place of worship, resources, a farm.
It's just like Roller Coaster Tycoon with the cult.
Yes,
so it's Cult Tycoon.
But then too, you can go on mission, like a missionary work. Missionary work. You go and you also do like the gameplay, which is like kind of a hack and slash type of style. Almost, you're this little lamb and you're just like killing the followers of the bishops. So have you ever heard of a game called The Binding of Isaac?
No.
Well,
that's definitely a porno.
It's not. Binding of Isaac it's a random dungeon generator too.
Okay.
So same thing with this game. When you go into the dungeons, they're randomly generated, and you get different outcomes based on what you do. You also get different like mini bosses that you battle. They can even end up joining your cult when they're like when they're saved. But it's so cool. I love it. Like, if you die on the mission, you get revived, but then your cult kind of like loses respect for you. So you have to go and then indoctrinate more. And I have 14 right now in my cult, and it's amazing.
That's more listeners than we got.
Yes, I think I found my calling.
Starting a cult.
Starting a cult. It's not going to be the cult of Megan.
Yeah. So, Jaime,
hi.
Remember last week how I brought us a story about how the Big Bang Theory might have actually been disproved already?
Yes.
Well, this has now been making the runs on social media, of course.
Okay.
Because people are like, the government is trying to censor these scientific journals from being published.
Yeah.
And so the author of the article, Eric Lerner, has actually long argued against the Big Bang Theory. He even wrote a book called The Big Bang Never Happened back in 1991.
Oh.
Great. I mean, I figured that's a great title. It gets you right to the point.
Yeah.
There is a debate coming up that's been dubbed Cosmology and the Big Bust, which I would love to. I want to find it. Yeah. I want to see what has to be said.
Yeah.
But what's been concerning is how Lerner has misconstrued early data to suggest that astronomers and cosmologists are all worried the well-established theory is incorrect. In his article, he uses 2 points to show this, right? Mm-hmm. He points to a preprint with the word panic in its title, calling it a candid exclamation. So it's panic with an exclamation point.
Okay.
And he also uses misuses a quote from Alison Kirkpatrick, an astronomer at the University of Kansas. So the quote is, "Right now I find myself lying awake at 3 a.m. and wondering if everything I've done is wrong." Right? That's the quote he uses. Mm-hmm. The first point is a pun that completely goes over his head.
Okay.
So it's kind of the entire title is Panic at the Disc,
Oh.
right? Which is
Disc. Oh. I didn't mean to do that.
the title is actually really long. So it's Panic at the Disc, first rest frame optical observations of galaxy structures at Z greater than 3 with James Webb Telescope in the SMACS of 0723 field.
Party.
Which is not that great a title. Just leave it at Panic at the Disc.
Yeah.
But it's just a play on the Panic at the Disco.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
And the latter quote by Alison Kirkpatrick was cherry-picked and not in direct relation to the Big Bang Theory.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, she's just reckoning with early data from the telescope about early evolution of the universe. She has stated that her quote was misused and even changed her Twitter handle to Allison, the Big Bang happened Kirkpatrick.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Makes it sound easy, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
The easiest way to prove the Big Bang happened is cosmic microwave background, which was discovered in 1964. Cosmic microwave background is radiation left over from the Big Bang, and scientists have been able to detect it with satellites. To disprove the Big Bang Theory, you have to find an alternate explanation to CMB, which Lerner just dismisses.
Yeah,
because that is what you do, and it's like what flat earthers do with gravity.
Yeah, exactly.
Where it's just like gravity's not real.
Yeah, but it's like, but it is. Drop your phone. Yeah, and this goes back to what I was saying is like sometimes that these articles many scientists try to be like, no, don't publish that because they don't want to create that already type of thought, where we have people who believe that flat Earth is a thing, and then they start running with other ideas.
See, while I agree with that, science is self-correcting.
Yeah.
Right? As we grow, we learn.
Yeah.
Because how long ago was it that we believed that the sun was brought up by a chariot?
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, exactly. Or that the sun revolved around us as opposed to us revolving around the sun.
Yeah. I mean, just little by little, we've been eliminating gods, right?
Damn it. God of War.
Science is the
this
God
is
of
what's
war.
happening. Yes. Yeah, there you go. Crazy. Wow.
Yeah, the James Webb Space Telescope can see a few million years after the Big Bang, which is thought to certainly reshape our views of the early universe. Kirkpatrick has said that the images actually support the Big Bang because it shows the evolution of galaxies over the years, showing galaxies shortly after the Big Bang being much smaller. And I feel like this also does give credibility to why these journals are being censored. For the longest time, we've been upset about YouTube or Google or Facebook, spreading misinformation. But as soon as you try to contain it, now that everybody's crying, like, oh, they're trying to hide it. They're trying to hide information from you. And it's like, no, we're trying to teach you.
Yeah. Well, we're trying to make sure you don't get wrrong information.
Yeah, and this is one thing that I really do hate about modern media, which is let's give both sides equal coverage. When it's like, no. Like, let's talk about the facts. Why do we have to talk about conspiracies? Why do we have to talk about things that have no support in real time? Why do we give these people these
platforms?
I don't understand.
Well,
these charlatans.
Yeah,
that's the word I was looking for.
They like a few years ago now at this point, there was this whole pandemic like documentary, quote unquote, that came out on YouTube, right? And eventually was taken down, and it was for a reason, right? Like it was causing all these thoughts that weren't the correct, they weren't the facts about the situation, and that's the problem in a sense with the internet, right? Is that people can put whatever they want out there. I can literally start a cult. I
feel like we should.
Yeah,
we could be tax exempt, right?
We could start a new church then, not a cult. Excuse me, I meant a church. Yeah. I mean, it's
churches are cults.
Well, yeah, but what I mean is like you have to call yourself a church. You can't call yourself a cult because
the Church of Cults.
I follow the Church of Satan on Instagram, just FYI.
I follow Satan.
I've actually told somebody, I'm like, well, the reason I'm following the Church of Satan is because they're much more nice than other people.
Actually, the Satanic Bible is very much accepting of everyone.
You know, so I mean, fuck it. You know, like you guys hate me, so what's the point? You know.
Actually, I read this thing. I'm not sure if we've talked about it, and I'm not even sure if it's accurate. So I should look it up before I say it.
Yeah.
So I mean, take this with a grain of salt.
Grain of salt.
But the translation of Hebrew in the Bible for homosexual seems to be wrong.
Yes, I've heard about that.
Yeah,
too.
that the actual literal translation is pedophile.
Yes, I have heard about that. Right. Yeah, and then people were just started dubbing it homosexual. But this even just goes back to being gay in general. The first thing that people think when you say you're gay, it's like you're gonna go attack kids, and that's not what being gay is about. That's not. But and also happens with the trans community. That's what's been that, and that's kind of what bothers me about the whole what's going on with the trans community right now too. Is that they're labeling people who are trans as pedophiles. Things that they're not. Yeah, pedophiles. Right, exactly. And that's not the intention.
It comes from ignorance.
Mind you, there are people who are out, for that, right?
That's in every community, though.
In every community. So don't just try to put it on gay people. Don't just try to put it on trans community. And that doesn't make it right at all, right? It does not make it, being a pedophile does not make it right at all. It's sort of thinking, I'm like, are we gonna get like censored, like because of what we're saying? No, okay. So I'm just saying, it does not make it a.
We're on a watch list now. Thanks a lot, Jaime.
No, I'm in on YouTube or something like that. It's gonna be like, well, you guys are touching, a subject. Jose, stop! You're making this so much worse. Oh,
you're the one saying this.
Anyway, there's no association between the community, between a specific community and that.
Yeah, because it's very simple for people to just be like, oh, all Middle Eastern people are terrorists. But how come all white people aren't school shooters?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's not what we relate.
They've always had bad days, Yeah.
Yeah.
Just we can go on.
Right.
I'll break.
No, you won't. You have news, right?
I didn't know. You said you were going to talk about Mortal Kombat first, and then I was going to... Okay. Splatoon. Right. There was... Okay. What I'm excited about in the video gaming news... I don't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead. It's cool.
This weekend, we got a preview for Splatoon 3, which I am stoked about. I'm so stoked that I bought myself a new OLED Switch. That is the Splatoon edition of the OLED Switch. Did it come with the game? No, it didn't. Did I buy it anyway? Yes, I did. And I bought the game on top of that. So I ended up spending more money than I wanted to spend. So
you're loaded anyway.
No, I'm not loaded. But I really like Splatoon. Actually, my first Switch was the Splatoon edition of the Switch. I don't like when people call it Splatoon because it sounds even weirder. So I like Splatoon more because it just makes more sense. Right?
It rolls off the tongue.
Yes. Okay. Anyway, so we got a preview of the gameplay, and not much has changed in regards to the gameplay. I did play it a lot this weekend. I really enjoy. I really enjoyed the game. One of my favorite things is always the hosts of the of the season of the game. So like the first season we had the Squid Sisters. I'm
pretty sure I rented that.
Anyway, the second season we had Pearl and Marina. Marina was one of my favorite designs for the character. I'll show you that one because I think I remember showing you the character and you thought she was gorgeous as a octoling.
As a what?
She's an octoling because they introduced the octopus into the games. So she's
that's
Marina.
going into Spank Bank.
Stop. Oh yeah, so that was Marina. This season we got 3. We got her name was Shiver. Their name was Shiver. This is Big Man, and this is Fry. So I'm really stoked. I like the designs, especially of Shiver. She's probably one of my favorite designs. I like the very Japanese inspired design to her.
It looks really cool.
Yeah, so I love the game, dude. I'm so stoked that it's coming out soon. It's coming out September 9th. And like I said, we got a preview of the gameplay. It's a lot more fluid. It's a lot nicer design. You can see like the way that they designed the whole town, city. Very very Tokyo. Like okay. The whole vibe. As it's always been, for every Splatoon game. And yeah, the gameplay pretty much is very similar. Like I started playing and it was like, riding a bicycle. I was already used to how the gameplay worked. Got to get used to the weapons, but other than that, it was really awesome, really exciting, really cool gameplay. I'm stoked.
Sweet.
Yes. You had news, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm getting to it. Jesus Christ. You know, it's been 30 years since the original Mortal Kombat was released in arcades.
Oh my god! In arcades, on top of that,
yeah.
I was thinking Super Nintendo. Wow.
Yeah. So we are getting a 30th anniversary bundle to celebrate.
Mm.
It seems that people are disappointed with what we're getting in the bundle. Before people found out what was included, they were hoping for older installments with updated graphics, right?
Okay.
So like Mortal Kombat 2, or even the original Mortal Kombat with just updated graphics. Mortal Kombat 2 was still my favorite. It's still my favorite Mortal Kombat. But instead we're getting Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate and the 2021 Mortal Kombat movie on Blu-ray. And a special steelbook that features art from the new Mortal Kombat movie.
Okay. That's an interesting bundle.
Yeah, I feel like they couldn't sell enough of these Mortal Kombat movies.
So they're just giving them out.
They're just like, you know what, take it, please.
Yeah. What you're paying for is the game, and you're just getting a movie and art.
Yeah.
For it. Interesting. That's interesting. I mean, I would have even expected just like a bundle of the games, right? Like you can do all the like the classic games and like All-Stars version.
Yeah.
Of it, you know, like Mario Brothers and things like that. Kirby All-Stars.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, why not do that? We've even had that for Grand Theft Auto, so why not have done that with Mortal Kombat? And instead of you're going to give us a movie that, I mean, it's questionable, right? I liked it for its time, Now it doesn't hold up to me, in my opinion.
No, the new Mortal Kombat.
The new Mortal Kombat, that one was okay. It wasn't that great.
The first scene is cool.
I don't even remember it, to be honest.
Oh yeah, it just goes downhill from there.
Yeah. Well, that's exciting.
In other news, though, Sony is being sued for $5.9 billion over the price of its online PlayStation Store.
Over the price of the...
Over the prices of its online PlayStation Store.
Yeah.
So the lawsuit was filed with the Competition Appeal Tribunal on August 19th, and it states that consumers have been overcharged for digital purchases of games and DLC as Sony is charging 30% commission fee.
Ooh, shade.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Basically, with Sony being primary and dominant seller of digital PS products, Sony is in a position to overcharge for its items.
Damn.
It's pretty much breach of competition law.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, they're saying that an estimated damages per individual is anywhere from $79 to $664, including interest, which will amass to the $5.9 billion.
Like based on how many games you've bought in the year type of thing.
Yeah. And Sony has refused to comment.
Yeah, there was also this situation where like some company has pretty much eliminated their game off the internet, like off of being able to be re-downloaded. So once like, let's say if you have to jump to a new system, I can't remember where this was specifically, but just kind of making it this situation where like it sounds like cartridges are going to be better again because you won't ever lose the game. You know, like they can't be taken away from you by a company because it's your game. You own it, the copy. So I heard something like that.
I know Microsoft, when the Xbox One was going to come out. So Xbox One was originally supposed to be an online only system. Yeah. And video games, you couldn't even the cartridges or even the disc. Yeah. You would put into the system and download the game onto it. And you couldn't play. And then you couldn't download the game onto another thing. So which would have eliminated the resale market for these video games. And people were up in arms about it, and Microsoft did something, thankfully, and changed that. Yeah. So
got throw a fit.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to. Yeah. Hashtag release the Snyder Cut.
No. Take it back.
Well, Jerry Bruckheimer has said that the script for National Treasure 3 is done and just waiting on Nicolas Cage's approval.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I don't remember part 2. I think we talked about this.
We did.
Okay.
I actually don't either.
Okay.
I know I watched
part 1.
it.
I might have watched it. I don't remember now if I watched it or not.
That's a good question. now I'm wondering if I watched it. I'm pretty sure I did. It's on Disney Plus, so.
Oh, okay. I might not watch it.
I was like, after the show, we're going to watch it. We're going to have a National Treasure marathon.
Yeah.
It seems possible that The Sandman won't get a season 2. So Neil Gaiman went on Twitter to say that the show is very expensive to make and that it needs to rack up lots of viewing hours for Netflix to just feel justified in for season 2. The show was #1 in multiple countries for about 2 weeks till new episodes of Never Have I Ever and a limited series Echoes bumped it. But when new episodes released, it actually went right back up to #1. Season 2 would see the arrival of the youngest Endless Delirium.
Oh,
I want this. I need this. I really do.
Yeah. I feel like for some reason Netflix doesn't do well with their sci-fi fantasy stuff for some reason. Like they remember how they were supposed to make some type of universe based around that Bright that came out.
Oh yeah.
And then they kind of just fell through as well. Which was interesting. I could have got more story out of it, but I mean, it wasn't much.
There is a show on Amazon Prime, very similar to that, called Carnival Row.
Yeah.
And I've been meaning to check it out, and I haven't.
Yeah.
I don't know why I never go on Amazon Prime.
Because nobody does.
I don't know why, though. Because they have good stuff.
The UI, the interface of it really is trash. Suck. Yeah, I can't tell what I can watch for free, number one, or watch as part of my plan, right? I can't tell and then when you're jumping to the next screen. Oh, and on top of that, they don't even save what you recently watched either.
Yeah,
I think so.
No, it doesn't.
So yeah, you're always just kind of having to search.
Wait, does it?
Or am I mixing it up with HBO?
It does.
I think
HBO
or Paramount Plus.
I think the best way, if anybody's wondering, is I think if you have Apple TV, you can get the Amazon Prime shows, and they're easier to
just buy the season of it.
Yeah. So you can. Apple TV has links to all the streaming services, and so that's probably the best way to serve their Amazon Prime. If people want to download a show, or it'll come straight from their subscription.
So you're using a third party to be able to watch.
And
Amazon.
see, I forget about Apple TV too because I've been meaning to watch Severance, and I still haven't gotten around to it.
Yeah, I don't really touch Apple TV. You know what? I haven't used.
And they have good stuff too.
I haven't used a Paramount Plus in a while either. Now I think about it.
Neither have I.
Oh, Drag Race was the last thing that we saw on there? Yeah, RuPaul's Drag Race.
You're not missing much.
Mm-hmm. Fucking Halo.
Fucking Halo. Speaking of Netflix's series that just can't stay up, Netflix's Resident Evil series has now been canceled.
Oh shit!
It's been rated as one of Netflix's worst shows.
Oh.
Currently sitting at 53% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Shit.
Some people are saying it's racism, seeing as how all the leads are people of color as opposed to white people.
Oh, okay. So it's racist against white people.
But I'm just like, what if it's just a shitty show?
I don't think it was a shitty show. Well, look, I've only seen one episode. Well, one episode and a third or something. I don't watch stuff apparently, but I don't think it was. Now, again, you made a really good point. I don't think it needs to be called Resident Evil, but I also don't think the show has been that bad. I haven't seen that much of it, though. So that's just my comment so far. How many episodes did you see?
2.5, I think.
Oh, okay. So you're not that far ahead.
No, but I don't want to get deeper into this.
I'm gonna watch it just to make you mad.
After you watch The Sandman, right?
No. That's 100 years.
I will fight you.
That's 100 years. Apparently,
what do you got better to do?
To not watch The Sandman. Make my Colts.
You're not doing anything better with your life.
Colts.
All right. Granted. Need that tax exemption.
Yes.
Warner Brothers Discovery stock prices are the lowest they've been since 2009, dropping nearly 50% since January.
Damn.
There was a slight increase with the premiere of House of Dragons, with the record being the most watched premiered in 2022.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, that doesn't say much.
Yeah.
Because what else have you premiered?
Nothing. Just because they even canceled that other show they had, Raised by Wolves, which is actually a really interesting show.
It was really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. We saw the first season of it, Raised by Wolves.
We saw the first
6 episodes?
Two episodes.
No, we saw a lot of it.
Oh, wait.
We saw the first 10 minutes.
The one with the
yes.
Yeah.
Short hair. Yeah, we saw a lot of it. It was interesting.
Yeah, it was. They canceled that. They're just Westworld. I watched season 1 and really liked it.
Yeah.
Season 2 just completely lost interest.
Yeah.
And I think they're in season 5 now, and I still have not. I have not even been interested in coming back.
There's nothing I can really think of that I would want to watch on HBO now. because we hate Bill Maher as well now. So we, not just I,
Wow.
anymore. Now we.
I've hated that man
I
for
know.
the past 20 years. I'm glad that
I get
people are
you.
finally being on my side about this.
So I was very open to watching him because Adolfo was really into it, you know. So there was a lot of that I didn't agree with, and then slowly but surely everything I didn't agree with, you know. And I feel like he's just become everything that he says he's not, you know. So yeah, Bill Maher.
So one of the shows that HBO is no longer producing is Batman, the Cape Crusader, which was given a series order from HBO Max and Cartoon Network 15 months ago. Looks like they're really trying to get rid of all their animation stuff because they just... Zaslav does not see it as marketable because, you know, Batman's not very marketable when you put it in kid form. And the thing is, this show would be produced by J.J. Abrams and Bruce Timm. Bruce Timm did the animated series in the 90s.
Oh, wow.
And also, Matt Reeves will be involved in this. The good news is that it's being shopped around, so it's not being canceled. But one of the people bidding for it is Hulu.
Oh.
So it would just be funny for Disney to own this Batman property.
Yeah, yeah, that's funny.
But I don't get it. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, and their animation was supposed to be some of their best stuff, you know.
It once upon a time.
Yeah.
It really was.
So I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I guess, and a lot of the stuff that I want to watch is still it's up for cancellation anyway. So which is again Doom Patrol. We're not completely done with that, and I guess what was it now? Peacemaker was the last thing that we really enjoyed, but then it's like, when are we gonna get Peacemaker now? At this point, you know?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
In brighter Batman news, Matt Reeves and his company have just signed a first look deal with Warner Brothers to develop and expand his Batverse. Although not the cartoon, you know.
Okay. Matt Reeves, is he the...
He's the director for the Batman.
Okay.
Yes. The sequel seems to still be in development, as well as a Penguin TV show, and possibly still getting that Arkham show that I talked about a while ago.
Okay.
It's the first major deal given to a filmmaker since Michael DeLuca and Pamela Abdi were hired by new Batman villain David Zaslav.
Man.
There are rumors that Pattinson will not be in any of the DCEU films.
Okay.
That he is just going to complete his trilogy, and then we're getting a new Batman, apparently.
Okay.
Because continuity.
Yeah. Yeah. That's an issue. You know, like that's a problem, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. Look how long Robert Downey Jr. played Iron Man.
Yeah.
Which is essentially Batman.
Yeah. And I get it. There is a point where you have to let those characters go, right? But
I agree.
What are you trying to do then? Like, just okay, then don't give us like, hey, we're trying to do a Justice League thing, you know, like stop. You know, so that we're not just constantly waiting for something to maybe happen but then not happen at the same time, you know? It's a mess.
Yeah. Adil El Arbi and Bilal Falah, directors of Batgirl, said that the studio blocked their access to the footage after the cancellation. They go, we were like, fucking shit. All the scenes with Batman in them, shit.
Well,
the guys from Warner Brothers told us it was not a talent problem from our part of the or the actresses, or even the quality of the movie. They told us that it was a strategic change. There was new management and they wanted to save some money. So, you know, spend $90 million and then not get anything back. That's a great business plan.
That's crazy.
But it seems like it was shelved as a tax write-off.
Because it was like a loss. Damn.
So, hashtag release Batgirl already trending.
I mean, I kind of want to see it.
I don't. It's not going to be good. There's no way this movie's
We don't
good.
know that,
I
Jose.
would watch it, but it's not going to be good.
Oh, my God. Whatever. Haters gonna hate.
The directors have said that the movie can't be released in its current state, still needing to have all the VFX added and other scenes to film. They are hoping with the same success with their hashtag as Snyder had with his.
I feel like and then I feel like it's like a marketing thing at
exactly
the
what
same
I said
time.
last week.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's so weird.
Yeah, because this movie's gonna get released.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. Probably on HBO Max.
And I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna come back and be like, I told you.
It's gonna be the best movie you ever saw, Jose.
If I'm wrong, we'll see. But
is that a bet?
down, boy. Moving on though, it seems that Zaslav is not happy with what he's seen of Aquaman 2, but he's not unhappy enough to shelf the movie. However, The Flash has earned the highest test score ratings in any movie in the DCEU history, cementing Zaslav's confidence in the film. Zaslav reportedly wants to keep Miller as the Flash as long as they stay consistent with their therapy and no more problems with the law.
Okay.
Because, continuity.
Okay, Batman. Batman's. Bat people.
It's
Bats.
just...
Yeah.
We really shouldn't watch this movie.
Yeah, at this... I don't even know if I can sit through it, to be honest. Like, everything that's gone on, I don't know if I can watch The Flash, to be honest. Like, to be completely honest, like, I don't know if I'm going to spend the money or even have considered watching it after everything that's been going on. I
think I might wait for it to be on HBO Max. I really don't. And even then, I don't really want to.
Yeah, like, it's kind of you're supporting a situation, of a... It's bad.
Like, this movie needs to bomb for HBO to get their shit... Well, for David Zaslav to get his shit together.
It's crazy. Yeah. I don't know, like... And the fact that they're kind of sticking behind it, and that makes me, it doesn't make me
doubling
comfortable.
Down.
Yeah, you're fucking up. You're going the wrong direction. Like, you should have figured something out about it at this point, or you should have released it 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Like at this point. So yeah.
It is being reported that Henry Cavill has filmed a new scene in early August as Superman, and will be appearing in Black Adam 2. Oh, Black Adam.
Oh. I like Black Adam too. Okay, whatever. Who's gonna watch Black Adam?
I would much rather watch that than The Flash.
Yeah. I guess you're right.
Patton Oswalt, who played Pip the Troll at the end of Eternals,
has
confirmed that Chloe Zhao will be returning to direct Eternals 2.
Oh, there's gonna be a 2? Oh my god!
Disney's D23 convention should bring an update next month. There are currently 7 dates reserved by Marvel with untitled projects. So we have something on February 16th of 2024, February 14th of 2025, July 25th of 2025, and then February 13th, May 1st, and July 24th, as well as November 6th of 2026. So 4 different projects in 2026.
Wow.
So one of those could be Eternals 2.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna watch it, of course.
I would like to see it.
Yeah. I'm hoping it's better.
Yeah, because I just feel like this movie was rushed.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was bad.
Yeah, I don't think it was bad. I think, again, we said probably like a 7 or 8. Like for a movie.
Yeah.
But was it like the best of the phase? No. I did like the characters. I really liked the Cersei as a character myself. My favorite Flash girl, what's her name? Makari. Makari? Mm-hmm. Yeah, loved her. She's amazing. She didn't even,
She didn't even have a single line.
I didn't say that.
No, but you were gonna.
Well, she did have lines. The story about her, like how she picks up on voices and stuff like that. But you're right. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
but
I know.
But she was amazing. Yeah. So I can't wait to see what happens with them.
Same.
Yeah.
It's also being reported that Fantastic Four might finally have a new director. John Watts exited the project, I think earlier this year.
Okay.
He's the director of the Spider-Man trilogy, the Home trilogy.
Okay.
He just said that he's tired of doing superhero movies for now. Okay. And I said too damn bad, but he didn't care. Now it seems that Matt Shakman will be taking over. Shakman was the producer and director of WandaVision.
Oh. Yeah, WandaVision wasn't bad. It was decent for what we got considering the pandemic. So.
Mm-hmm. And it's also being reported that, so this is possible spoilers, but it's being reported that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield will return in Secret Wars to face off with Venom. But it's not going to be Tom Hardy Venom. Instead, we're going to get Tom Holland, which would have been taken over by the symbiote, which I think could be very interesting.
Secret Wars?
Yes.
Oh.
But I think it would be very interesting seeing Tobey and Andrew face off against Tom Holland.
Yeah.
Because like right now, especially because he seems to be in a dark place. You know,
Yeah.
he lost MJ, he lost his best friend.
Yeah.
His aunt died.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like on his own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think this is and we left off with that piece of the symbiote.
Yeah.
In the MCU.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think it's prime territory for that.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see it. I don't know what it is about this Spider-Man that I'm just like, it's Spider-Man. Like I like it, but I'm not fully convinced. I don't know why. And I don't know why. Because I even told you I forget about Spider-Man 3, you know?
It was such a good movie.
Yeah.
It's
just the expectation. They could have just done what we wanted, right? Like the Sinister Six specific thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll take on that, right? It could have been a new villain and then 5 flashback villains, you know, or like the way they did it, right?
Yeah.
But we didn't get that Sinister Six thing, right? Like we did not get that Sinister Six thing, and it could have just been a thing. Just get it fucking over with. You know, like you had everybody there.
Yeah.
You know, like just do it.
And you didn't have to go around making individual movies for all of these people, you fucking Sony.
Vulture wasn't in it, right?
No. Well, he was in Morbius. He was too busy doing Morbius.
He was in an alternate world. But I'm saying like, okay, but then we could have got one new villain, and literally 5 these and the story was interesting. I like the idea of like how the villains and they all died, but they didn't really die. Like, but then like we didn't get that. Tobey Maguire didn't die like he should have.
He should have. Like honestly, he should have.
Yeah. They killed Aunt May, which I liked Aunt May. So
did I.
you know, stop. You make everything dirty.
What?
Pervert.
I didn't even say it. I agreed with you.
Yeah, I don't really know why. Anyway, yeah.
I didn't say I don't even know why.
What? We said we know why. I said I know why. Anyway, yeah, Spider-Man, and now we got Morbius. I mean, now we got the Sinister
Fucking Morbius.
6 on the other side over there. Anyway,
God
Sony.
damn it. Before we get into She-Hulk, it is actually currently the lowest rated Marvel show because of review bombs.
Oh, of course. Well, fucking course. People are such assholes. Like, just stop.
Yeah. Like,
Get over.
don't watch it.
You know, shit's been happening on Twitter to one of my favorite YouTubers too. I'm just like, fuck you guys. Like, so it's such random relation, but it's like, stop. Like, why are people doing shit like this? Like, just spend like, if you don't like something, don't fucking watch it. Mm-hmm. That's it.
It's very
That's
simple.
fucking it. Mind your own fucking business.
Say
at
us
the end
that
of the
spent
day.
all our time shitting on Snyder.
Well, we watched it. We watched it and then we shit on it because we wanted to like it. That's why we went into it watching it, right?
That's the thing, though. These review bombs
Yeah.
really do ruin it for legitimate complaints against the show.
Yes. Well, and so I feel like we're gonna go on right there. But what I'm saying is like what I'm saying is that like about things that we watch, right? We go into it with an expectation to enjoy something, right? And if for some reason I don't enjoy it, well, I'm gonna let people know. Like I didn't like it personally.
Yeah.
It wasn't my thing, right?
And if you
That's
like
how
it, you're
works.
wrong.
Right? People can feel however they want to feel about it,
And be wrong.
Some people have said it was a masterpiece, and but look, at the end of the day, that's my feeling about it, right? Like I don't like it, then okay, I'm not gonna judge your opinion.
It was a
on either.
masturbatory fantasy at best.
Yes, it was definitely a lot of fan service, which is fine, you know, since we're on that topic. But it's like I didn't like it. Okay, am I gonna hound you for not liking it? No, you know,
It was better than the Justice League.
yeah, but it wasn't.
But it doesn't take that much.
Yeah, well, yeah,
That's not really saying.
and
much.
I wouldn't have called it a masterpiece. But if that's how you feel about it, okay, well, you know, that's your feeling about it. At the same time, I don't care. It's like again, like if you don't want to watch She-Hulk, don't fucking watch She-Hulk. Don't watch it. Don't watch it. Anyway, how do you feel about She-Hulk this episode?
Fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's nothing special. It's still a show that I stick by my initial comment. I wouldn't keep watching it if it was Marvel. If it wasn't Marvel.
Yeah.
I
see.
It's not bad.
That's not really your vibe. That's not really your type of show that you'd be into.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. I
Uh-huh.
don't feel it's funny enough to stand as a comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it has moments.
Yeah.
But I find Tatiana Maslany a little more annoying than anything.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Okay.
I just find her annoying.
Yeah.
And just I still don't feel like there's much of a story. Like we finally got little semblances of one here.
Yeah.
I feel like this felt like more of this whole thing should have been one episode. Like this one and the first one.
Yeah.
You could have made it into one episode and it would have ran smoother.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't need to be 30 minutes. And by the time it feels like it finally gets moving, the episode's over.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? Like nothing happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we all know that's one of my pet peeves. When you give me a 30-minute episode and nothing happens.
And then you gotta wait another week to watch another 30-minute episodes for
and hoping
maybe
something will happen.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of progress.
Yeah, the only things that we got, like, so we find out that Titania was just in traffic court.
Yeah, and she's
She's-
a superpowered influencer. Yes,
Super influence.
superpowered.
Okay,
influencer.
fine, whatever.
But see, okay, even them throwing that in, right? Like, okay, so is she gonna be important or is she not gonna be
don't
important?
know.
Because now she's technically been in 2 episodes, but they just talked about her. They didn't really do anything about her.
They had the same picture that we've all had for the past 12 years
Yeah, like-
of her in the outfit.
So
So they didn't even take new photos.
So the biggest issue that I have with the show, the issue that I have with the show is that it's 30 minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, we're getting nothing out of these episodes, right? We're literally getting nothing out of these episodes. And even the fucking things that happen after the credits, fuck those things. I don't care. I don't fucking care about her helping her family like build shit or fucking take care of like bringing water bottles. It's irrelevant. It's so irrelevant. Like at least
jugs, 5-gallon jugs. Okay.
because she's a She-Hulk. Yeah, no, she was carrying water bottle, like a water bottle, bro. It was a joke. No, it was a joke. I'm being sarcastic.
No, I was like,
never
hold on.
mind.
I was like, did we watch the same thing? No, maybe because she's so big, they look like water bottles to you.
The point is that like if you're gonna add something after the credits, make it a teaser for the next episode. Get me excited about watching the next episode, right? Because like you said, we got all this build up and finally something was happening and and then we're just like, okay, it's over. Now you even turn to Adolfo. I'm like, wait, that's it? Like that's literally all we just got from this episode.
Adolfo was like, I'm not even done yet.
No, stop. There was some.
The show came and went so quickly.
Stop! You guys are gross. Stop it. Yeah, like I put the after credits is pointless. Both of them have been pointless. There've been no serious situation. I don't care about Hulk and Herb having more drinks or about Captain America fucking. I don't care. I don't care. I don't. I mean, that's a nice ass. Also, his penis is released online by himself by accident. Just saying. Anyway, it was good. It was good for the 30-minute episode that we got. It was fine. It was good. It was good. Like she got her name. That's how she became She-Hulk. The people started calling her. Of course, there was the misogyny of that guy being interviewed, and like, she likes bomb and all this stuff. Yeah, there was that.
Of course.
Oh, there's a hot chick over there. I'm gonna go. And then there was also the other guy who's being really sexist towards women. Of course. Because.
Yeah.
She ended up getting fired from her job.
Which I don't understand because I feel like people would hire her more.
Yeah.
Because she's a
superhero.
I guess because now it feels like they could always use the defense that
the jury likes her because Yeah, and that's what they said. They did say that she's a liability now. That part of the reason she was being let go was because they had to declare a mistrial because of her transforming into She-Hulk and saving everybody. Automatically, they like her.
We get this Superman Man of Steel type thing with the when he saves the kids in the bus. Did you watch Man of Steel?
Probably not.
With Henry Cavill, the only Henry Cavill Superman movie.
I don't remember now. Did it have?
Watch it.
It had Zod, right?
Yes.
Okay, I saw the scene where he killed Zod.
Yeah,
because it was on TV or something.
So there's a scene where, as a teenager, his school bus crashes and he pulls the bus out of the water, and then like his dad's like, "You shouldn't have done that because now people know you have powers."
Yeah,
and he's just like, "What was I supposed to do? Let them die?" And his dad goes, "Maybe." because Zack Snyder really dark.
Yeah,
That's how people are.
Yeah. Wait, but what?
That just reminded me of that where she's like, "What was I supposed to do? Just let them get squished?"
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah. There was then obviously she got hired. She eventually did get hired, which again, everything was moving so quickly. Even the little like montages of her not getting employment were so quick. They're just different backgrounds that you're getting, whatever. And then she gets hired through the other, or she decides to end up taking a job through the other agency as a lawyer for like a superpowered division of like lawyers, right? Which I was really excited to see Abomination.
I really like Tim Roth.
Yeah, and I was excited to see Tim Roth actually, and him playing
Emil Blonsky.
Okay, and so I was excited to see him.
Emil Blonsky.
We didn't get Abomination exactly,
No, we didn't.
Which was a little disappointing. But I like the explanation behind his character.
He gave a great argument as to why he shouldn't be held liable.
I was like, you're right.
Let him go. Why do you need a lawyer for this? This makes perfect sense.
That was easy, like he thought he was gonna be a super soldier, like he was gonna defend his country and all this stuff.
And he's right. The Hulk was just going around destroying shit.
Makes total sense. It made total sense in that moment.
And now the Hulk is a hero and he's in jail.
Yes. Exactly. It made a lot of sense. And it was a cool scene. It was an interesting scene. The engagement. I think, and like she finally took on the case in the end, right? Like she's just like, okay, fine, I'm going to do it. And then we get that whole abomination in Shang-Chi, right? Where he's like fighting in a cage and it was like, that's the real problem, it's like he's somehow escaping from jail. It was a lot in 30 minutes that we got. I do have to say, at least it didn't feel like there was a lot of filler. You know?
That's true.
Because Miss Marvel, we got a lot of filler. At least there wasn't a lot of filler. At least it moved. It moved rather quickly through 30 minutes. For like she lost a job, she got a job, she went to prison, and she took on a case. Like there was a lot that happened in those 30 minutes, at least.
Yeah.
At least. So I'm going to continue watching it.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. But it's just, it could have been probably She-Hulk. We probably could have just got a She-Hulk movie, and we would have been, even if it was a comedy. Also, the fourth wall thing, we don't need it. Like it doesn't need to happen, and I don't get why it even happens sometimes, but it doesn't happen other times. Yeah. Like I feel like they just do it just to throw it in there, and it doesn't need to happen. She was
one of the first characters.
To
break
it?
the fourth
wall. Really? Mm-hmm. But I don't know if we really need it.
I agree. I think you really should have just left it for Deadpool.
Well, and
just because for Deadpool is more of a gimmick.
Okay.
At this point.
Yeah.
But I mean.
Yeah.
It's whatever to me. I'm just like, all right, it's fine.
It's fine.
It is.
It's good.
Fine.
It's good. I would say it's good. You would say it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't hate it yet. We'll see in the next episode.
The CG kind of sucks.
The CG really sucks. Yeah. I actually do have that here. Like, she looks way too cartoony.
Yeah.
She looks very Looney Toony.
Yeah. Very green.
Yeah. Professor Jaime.
Hi.
Please tell us.
Who's that Pokémon?
There was a longer delay there than I thought.
Who's that Pokémon?
All right. Well, thank you for that. Take two. Anyway, this week's Pokemon is going to be Munchlax. So adorable. And, of course, you might know this one. I don't know if you remember it or not. Snorlax. Do you know of Snorlax?
Yes.
I feel like you don't know Snorlax.
It's Pikachu!
So, the reason I chose Munchlax is because I was very inspired by eating today. So... Food, man.
All right.
Jose, not everything's gay, okay? And I'm the gay one, mind you.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, Munchlax is known as the Big Eater Pokemon, and he is national. He is national Pokedex. Relatable, totally. National Pokedex number 4. Pokedex, not Pokedex. Sorry, Pokedex number 446.
Freudian slip.
Yes. And what type do you think he might be?
Normal.
Did you see that already?
No.
Oh, that was good though.
All right.
Yeah, you got it right.
I was like, he's not red or blue. Well, he's kind of blue, but he's not blue.
Yeah. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I'm getting good at this.
Yeah.
Give me another one.
What type do you think Snorlax
Normal.
is? Wow, look at you.
Thank you.
You're wrong, actually. He's not normal. Just kidding. He is. Anyway, Munchlax in Pokemon Diamond, it says it whoops down its weight in food once a day, swallowing food whole with almost no chewing. Relatable.
Same.
In Pokemon Pearl, it hides food under its long body hair. Excuse me. However, it forgets it has hidden the food. I don't know why it added that.
That's gross.
Yeah. So
It's just like
it's like fur.
It's just like
It's
if
like your beard.
Have you seen Boy Meets World?
Yeah. Have I seen it?
Yeah.
Yes. Not recently, but I've seen it.
Near the end, I think they have like this dream sequence where Eric, the older brother,
Okay.
he goes off into the mountains and just becomes like this new shaman type thing
Okay.
called
Type
Plays
thing?
with Squirrels.
Okay. Please
But-
with scrolls.
Plays with Squirrels.
Oh my god.
He has this long beard, and in this long beard, he hides a lollipop. So like you just see him every once in a while, like he'll split his beard apart, pull out the lollipop, suck on it, and then put the lollipop back and then like comb his beard over it. So that's what I'm imagining.
That's gross. Well, yes. That reminds me of in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory when is it Veruca Salt? No, it's no, the girl that hides the gum behind her ear and then just chews it some more. Violet. It's so disgusting. Oh, like we went to on a whole nother tangent in my head. We went to Seattle and they have this gum wall. Like it's like people take their gum.
That's gross.
Dude, it's fucking disgusting. It is so disgusting. Like, of course, we went to go take a selfie and it felt gross. You know why? Because you could smell it too.
Oh, why'd you have to add that?
I just wanted you to feel how I feel about it. I squirm to this day thinking about it. You haven't even been there yet, and you're squirming already. It's disgusting. Is it making you sick?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh. Okay, let's talk about Munchlax some more. It's disgusting. In Pokemon Sun, in Pokemon Sun, it needs to consume its own weight in food every day.
Same.
As far as flavor is concerned, it's indifferent. In Pokemon Moon, when it finds something that looks like it might be edible, it goes right ahead and swallows it whole. Same. That's why it gets fatter by the day. It gets fatter day by day. That's so mean to Pokemon. In Pokemon Sword, stuffing itself with vast amounts of food is its only concern. Whether the food is rotten or fresh, yummy or tasteless, it does not care. That was Munchlax for you. Munchlax evolves. Thank you. Munchlax evolves into Snorlax when it reaches a high friendship level. So you hatch it from an egg, and then you just be really friendly to it, and it evolves into Snorlax.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So you just don't treat it like shit?
Yeah, don't be mean. Like, okay, so the way friendship works is like he has to be.
It's that Mortal Kombat thing, right?
Yeah, no. You carry it as the first Pokemon on your team. You feed it berries. You walk it. You battle it. Make sure it doesn't faint. And then eventually it reaches a high enough friendship level to want to evolve. So that could be really early, that could be really late, depending on you.
Okay.
So if you let it faint a lot, it won't. You can also give it this thing like a Sooth Bell, which makes it friendlier. You can also capture it if it's a Pokemon that you can capture, or a Pokemon that if you caught the parent in a specific type of ball, which I think is the friendship ball, and then you hatch a baby Munchlax in that same type. It's in the same type of Pokeball, so that helps. Oh, Luxury Ball does it as well. Yeah. You've learned a lot. Yes. Snorlax, the sleeping Pokemon, is National Pokedex 143, and it's also the normal type, like you said earlier. In Pokemon Red and Blue, it says very lazy, just eats and sleeps. Just eats and sleeps. Yes, you. As it rotund, bulk.
Yes.
Bulk. As its rotund bulk builds, it becomes steadily more slothful. What does rotund mean?
Round.
Oh, as its round shape grows. Is that what it's saying? Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't know why I added that, not knowing that. Anyway, in Pokemon Yellow.
Finally, someone who speaks English. Is that what just happened?
In Pokemon Yellow,
No.
I don't speak English. In Pokemon Yellow, I don't know why the Pokédexes are like, we'll eat anything, even if the food happens to be a little moldy. It never gets an upset stomach. In Pokemon Gold, it says, what sounds like its cry may actually be its snores or the rumbling of its hungry belly. Relatable. In Pokemon Silver, its stomach's digestive juices can dissolve any kind of poison. It can even eat things off the ground. I also read in another Pokedex entry that it eats muck. It can eat muck, and it doesn't. It tastes like a spice, not so much as like
muck.
Yeah, not like a poison,
Yeah.
which would kill it because its body doesn't care. And lastly, in Pokemon Fire Red, it is not satisfied unless it eats over 880 pounds of food every day.
Same.
When it is done eating, it goes promptly to sleep. That's very relatable. I like Snorlax. Very me today. There was a lot of napping involved today, like I said. So
Oh, yes, just keep rubbing it in.
you slept from 12 to 3, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was your choice. But that was Munchlax and Snorlax for you in Jaime's Pokedex.
Wait.
Oh my god. Thank you. Welcome.
It's Pikachu! Pikachu!
Yes, Pikachu. I hate Pikachu now. It's your fault.
So much Pokemon news.
Yeah. Yes. It was not news. But yes.
I mean,
Information. Education.
whatever. I like that Pikachu you got there, though.
It's a box. It wasn't even me. It was him.
Fuck
this time.
ever.
Yeah. It's a
Happy
Pikachu box.
Meal box?
Yeah, Happy Meal box. They were giving away Pokeball cards. There's some right here too or something.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, you just looking around for more Pokemon stuff you can show off?
I swear there was something new that I wanted to show off, and I can't remember what it is now. So I'll just put
Was
it
it that
on pause.
Pikachu box?
No, because that him.
Oh. Well, that ball is different.
No, I've had those balls for a while.
Not that blue one.
The blue ones.
I feel like the blue one's new.
No, it's been blue for a while.
Huh. If only She-Hulk was longer, huh?
Oh my god, she doesn't do it for me.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'll take that down.
I believe you. Well, she would take you down probably.
You know what?
She would do all the work. Death by Snoo Snoo.
That's the way I want to
By
go.
Snoo Snoo. I love Futurama. It was so good. Anyway.
Well, I guess that's our show. Thank you, Adolfo, for the wonderful sound. Now
As
we're
always.
going to go watch National Treasures 1 and 2.
Yes.
So,
And maybe 3. Just kidding. It doesn't exist.
fuck it, we'll make it up as we go along.
This sounds like a porno. Just saying.
It's like, let me open this chest.
Oh my god. Wow.
All right. Anything else to add?
Now I'm good.
All right. Have a week.
Bye. All right.